Hello and welcome to Sally Seahorse. There she is right there, my friends. Hey, this is an on your own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem on your own. And now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly. Without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. Sally Seahorse is always in search of shrimp because she loves shrimp. Shrimp is her favorite food. Today, Sally slept until 11 o'clock. Wow, that's a sleepyhead. She had 6.724 ounces of shrimp for brunch. Then she took a nap again until dinner time and ate another 6.8 ounces of shrimp. How much did Sally Seahorse eat in all? Well, in all here is an indication that this is going to be an addition problem. And we're going to be adding these two numbers, the 6.724 plus the 6.8. So let's go ahead and set that up right over here, my friends. And the first thing I always like to do is just write the first number, 6.724. And then my second number here, I've got to make sure I line up the decimals. So I'm going to grab the decimal and just drop that first. Drop that decimal. And then the 6 goes on the left-hand side. Don't get messed up. This is the left. This is the right. The left-hand side of that decimal. And then the 8's going to go right over here. So I'll drop that 8 right there. Now, it's really important that you line your numbers up. And as you see in the hundredths place, this is the tenths, hundredths place, and the thousands place, I've got two holes there. I've got to add a 0 for both of those. A 0 there and a 0 there. And then I'm going to draw my line and make my addition sign. And now I'm ready to rock and roll. I can add these two bad boys up, right? So this is pretty simple. I'm going to just take the 4 and 0. Well, that's going to give me 4, right? Drop that 4. And then I've got 2 and 0, and that's really simple as well. I just drop that 2 down there. And then I've got 8 and 7. I'm going to make 7 dots. I'm going to use a dot method. And so I'll make 7 dots. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 dots. And then I put my pencil on the 8 and count on up. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'll drop my 5, carry my 1, and I'm ready to rock and roll. First and foremost, drop those decimals just like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. Superb. And now I'm going to move over here. I've got 2 6s, so I'm going to just draw 6 dots. But look over here, I did not circle those first. It's always a good idea to circle the dots. That way you know you use them. So now I'll make my other 6 dots, or not my other, but just my 6 dots from one of these bad boys here, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to count up. I can't forget that 1. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So I will drop my 3 and my 1 and circle those dots so I know I used them. And lo and behold, there you have it, my friends. 13.524 is the answer. And that, my friends, is how much shrimp our friend Sally Seahorse here ate in all, okay? So now you can also think of this in a different way. You can think of it as 13 and 524 1,000ths. And the reason you can do that is because this is in the tenths place, hundredths place, thousands place. So 13 and 524 1,000ths. That's how much shrimp, that's how many ounces of shrimp she ate, Sally Seahorse ate in all today, right? Bam, there you have it. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way here, no worries at all. Simply pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. And now let us move on to the second problem in this video. And here we have it, my friends. Did Sally Seahorse eat more shrimp at brunch or at dinner? And then how much more? Well, we can see up here that at brunch, she had 6.724 ounces of shrimp for brunch, right? And then at dinner, she had 6.8. So first you want to line up your ones column, and these sixes are both in the ones column. That means that's equal. Then we're going to move on to the tenths column, just on this side of the decimal point. And 7 is smaller than 8, so she ate more at dinner time, and bam, there you have it. So let's go ahead and write. Actually, you can just circle. I'll circle it. You'd have to write it, but I'm going to just cheat and write and circle it, right? Because it's simpler. Dinner time. She ate more at dinner. Lovely. Well, how much more? How much more means we're going to do subtraction, okay? So let's go ahead and write these two numbers. Now, first of all, I got to write the bigger number. So the one at dinner time, right? The 6.8 is going to go on top. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. 6. Whoops. I got to have my pencil. I can't write without my pencil. And here we go. 6.8. Now, when I grab this next number, I got to make sure I line up the decimals. So I'm going to put a decimal down there first. Just drop that decimal. And then the 6 goes on this side of it. And then I've got the 7 to 4 on the left-hand side. So we've got 7, 2, and 4. Now, I need a place value holder for the hundreds column up here and the thousands column right here. So I'll just add 2 zeros there. And you can do that because on the left-hand side of the decimal, you can add zeros in there forever and ever. That is correct, my friends. All right, so now I am ready to subtract these numbers. So I can just draw my line underneath, which represents the equal sign, and my subtraction sign, right? Now I want to make this bigger, so I've got more room. And here we go. Now I'm going to look for trouble coming, and as you see, I got trouble coming. I'm going to start on this side this time. I got trouble coming right away, right? Because I cannot take nothing and subtract 4 from it. And I can't come over here because guess what? That's 0. I can't borrow anything from there. I'm going to have to come way over here to the 8, and I'm going to trade that 8 in for a 7. Oops, I want to do this in red. And I'm going to drop a 7 there, borrow a group of 10 here. But that's going to be great for here. Whoops. That's going to be great for this column here, right? But not for this column right here, right? So I got to borrow yet again, and I'm going to turn this into a 9 and then turn this into 10. And now, my friends, I am ready to rock and roll because I've got no trouble here. No trouble here. 7 minus 7, that's just going to zero out. That's no problem. And 6 minus 6, that'll zero out. That's no problem. So I got no more trouble, and that is lovely. So now I can use the dot method to go ahead and count up from the 4 up to 10. And here we go. So I'm going to go 4, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. So I will drop my 6 and circle those dots right there. Fantastic. Now I'm going to count from 2 up to 9. So 2, and here we go. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 dots, right? So now I'm going to count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I get 7. So I'm going to drop the 7 right there and circle those dots. And then this one, super simple. 7 minus 7, well, that's going to zero out. I drop my 0. Bam. And then you cannot forget to drop that decimal. That is so important. Like the buttons of a shirt, right, my friends? All right, superb. And now I've got 6 minus 6, which is then going to just zero out as well. So let's go ahead and drop that 0 right there. And right there, lo and behold, is your answer. 0.076. Bam. That is it. And that is how much more she had during dinner than she had during her brunch. So once again, Sally Seahorse had more at dinner. How much more shrimp did she eat? Well, she ate 0.076 more ounces of shrimp. Now, that means that she actually had 76. Now, then you got to think about this. This is the tenths, hundreds, and thousands column. So 76 1,000ths ounces more at dinner than at brunch. So dinner had more, and there you have it. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way here, no worries at all, my friends. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.